Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you want to get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
I've been everywhere, man, looking for you, babe. Looking for you, babe. Searching for you, babe.
Excuse me, Rihanna. Excuse me, my bad. Phone number is 877-937-1047. Good morning, Justice. What's up?
Hi, I was wanting to put some opinions on the second date update you guys just did.
Sure, go ahead. What do you got? What do you think?
So when I was listening, I was thinking that maybe she took it out of context. Like, he wasn't trying to offend her. He was just giving, like, an opinion on style, like what he thought and what he liked. Like, he told her it looked good, but he was thinking maybe something else would have been better. Like, personally, for me, I wouldn't have taken it offendedly. I would have been like, oh, okay, like, what would you think would have gone better? But I don't know, maybe that's me. I'm more confident in what I pick, what I do. If someone has an opinion, it's just their opinion. But I wouldn't let that, like, decide on if I like the person or not. Because it could have been, like, completely innocent and just an opinion.
Why didn't you call 10 minutes ago so you could have told her that and see what she said?
Well, she's probably listening right now.
I would have. Yeah, I'm driving to work.
Well, drive safe, and thank you for listening.
Thank you.
So in the news over the weekend, it was a lot of stuff about Mariah Carey, right? Some fun stuff.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but her son Rockin was in the middle of a Twitch live stream, and his sister Monroe and his mom Mariah Carey pop in his room and start, like, they're in the back. They have the dogs and they're like just kind of looking, and all of a sudden all of his comments start popping up. Hi, Mariah, and he notices her in there, and he's like, "Oh my gosh,
Mom, I can see you." Okay. They're saying, "Hi, Mariah, I love you." Oh, my God.
Hello, Mrs. Carey.
Hi, Mrs. Carey.
Can y'all please get out, please? Us get out? Yes, please.
Hey, Mrs. Carey.
Rocky, can we say hi?
Oh, Junior, get out of my room.
Oh, my God, it's Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey," and he's so embarrassed of her. He's humiliated.
I'm like, that's Mariah Carey. Don't you tell her to get out of your room right now.
But to him, that's his mom.
Yeah, it's so great.
I get it.
Get out of my room.
That's awesome. 877-937-1047. We thought it'd be fun to hear about how your parents embarrassed you. Freddie, you got one?
Yes, sir.
What happened? Who? Your parents embarrassed you?
There?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. Yes. Orale, John Jay. How you doing, bro?
Orale, Freddie.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, dog. You my dog. Hey, real quick. Well, when I was going to school, I was a freshman in high school. Me and my friend Anthony were going, and we decided to walk. We walked to school, and then my dad must have been going to the store. So he pulls up in his old '56 old beat up Chevy that smokes and all this, and he goes, "Hey, I'll give you guys a ride." I go, "Okay, you can give us a ride." So me and my friend jump in, get in the truck, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? He needs to. And Anthony's like, "I hope he doesn't take us all the way to school." I go, "No, I'll let him know, and to drop us off a couple blocks away from the school." So he's going, and you know, the truck's smoking, and it's an old truck, and making all this noise. So we're coming up to the school. I go, "Okay, Dad, you can pull up right here. Drop us off right." It was like 2 blocks from the school, and I'm like, and he's like, in Spanish, "Donde mero, mijo? Donde mero?" And, you know, where, you know, acting like he didn't hear me, or like trying to act like he didn't know where he wanted us to drop us off. So he keeps going. I go, "Anthony, I think he's going to drop us off right at the school." So sure enough, he drives, and he pulls in where all the buses park. He doesn't pull wherever you're supposed to drop your kids off. He pulls up where all the buses. So I got buses in front of me, buses behind me. You got a truck that's smoking, making all this noise, and it's an old truck, and all these kids are getting off the truck, and I have to actually take my hand outside the window to open the door. and it's smoking, and all these kids are getting off the bus, and they're looking at us, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, Anthony. So I got friends that coming off the bus, and they're pointing at us, and it seems like every student was looking at us. And I'm like, no, this is unreal. So then when I close the door, you have to close it like really hard in order for it to close. So I do that. And then he pulls off, and all this cloud of smoke just starts coming off. And I'm like, no way, Darby. So I didn't hear the end of it until this day. We actually get together at times, old school friends of ours, and we talk about that time when he did that.
Yeah, remember that time your dad dropped you off?
Your dad was laughing the whole way home. He loved every second of that.
Yes, and I was hoping that he was going to drop us off like a couple.
Of course.
Yeah. No way.
No way. He was like, I'm not wasting this moment.
Oh, Freddie, that's
this baby's running rich. Let's go.
Yeah, and he didn't drop us off at the school drop-off. He dropped us right where all the buses pull in, and he was the only vehicle there.
That's a great story, man.
If he's going to do it, he's going to do it the right way.
All right, brother. Drive safe. Thanks for calling in, Freddie. Appreciate you, man.
Órale.
Güey. Nos
vemos.
Okay, bye-bye. Gracias.
I get embarrassed by my dad on the daily.
Wendy's got a comment on second date, I believe. Second date update. Go ahead, Wendy.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say that the girl said, so how do you like my outfit? She said she was feeling cute. She specifically asked him, how do you like my outfit?
Right.
So he gave his honest opinion. So I felt like we shouldn't be mad at him. He was honest with her. She shouldn't have asked if she didn't want the...
That's true, but she was asking like in a flirty way, remember? She's like, I was getting my flirt on, trying to move it forward, and that didn't move it forward. Just like, it works for you.
She showed you that's another reason that you should lie.
Guys
should lie.
Of course. You look amazing.
Lie to me, please.
You need to, yeah.
He could have gotten the make on the second date.
Yeah. I mean, after you're married 10 years, then you could say, I wouldn't wear that.
Even still, you should still try.
Right. I mean, she was right her, but she shouldn't ask if she doesn't want to know the truth.
You're right, Wendy. Thank you, Wendy.
Throw that out there.
Have a great day.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, you do.
Robert, your parents embarrass you?
Oh, yeah. Every time we go to a Mexican restaurant, she goes, can I have a chicken quesadilla or a chicken fajada?
Thank you, bro. You were saying, Peyton, your dad embarrasses you every day?
All the time. Any opportunity he gets. Most recently, though, traveling with my dad and going to the airport with him has been a thing. I think I've told you guys this before, but anytime security asks him to take off his hoodie, he'll take off his hoodie and his shirt underneath and walk through security without a top on. My dad.
I've seen that, actually.
And he's not like a skinny king either. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, he got a little belly. And it's so embarrassing, and he takes all this attention. I have a video of him, I think. I'll have to throw it up on our John J. and Rich Instagram so you guys can see how awful
So
it
he
is.
goes through security shirtless.
Shirtless.
And they let him. They don't say anything?
They laugh at him, and they're like, sir, put your shirt on.
That is so funny.
Well, you told me to take my shirt off. If I'm taking off my hoodie, then I'm taking off everything.
You really don't have to. You can keep some of it on.
Tommy, good morning. You got an embarrassing parent story?
Yes, I do.
What happened?
So, I'm originally from Detroit, and I'm from the hood of Detroit. And, of course, when you're younger, 15, 16, you think you're a little thug, running with the crew, fighting, doing all the stupid stuff. And the whole time, my mom's a Detroit police officer. So, I guess just to kind of embarrass me and make me feel stupid. Of course, nobody in the hood messes with the police, so nobody knows my mom's a cop. So she just shows up to the school in full uniform and just comes, let everybody know who mother she is. And I'm just sitting there looking stupid. Rest of my friends and everybody like, who mama is that? Oh, you snitching. And it was like, she gets married. And my stepfather's a cop as well.
Oh.
So then they would do it together. They would both come up full uniform. Tony, what you doing? It's like, oh my God. It was the worst. And I can say I'm from Detroit, and it's like, oh man, you could just imagine the kids like, oh,
no Craig.
Your mama might pull up on us.
That is awesome.
I bet you turned out to be a nice guy, though, right? She set you straight.
Yeah, definitely. And the crazy thing is, at one point, I was almost a police officer, and I'm like, I would have loved to do that to my son.
That's great, dude. Thank you so much for listening, Tommy. Thanks, man.
For sure.
Amanda, did your parents embarrass you?
Yes. So when I was in 3rd grade, I still remember it to this day. It was Halloween, right? We dress up, like back then we can dress up for school. And so my mom decided to make me a spider costume. So she stuffed pillows together, and then she made like the 8 legs. And when I got to school, the costume was so big, I couldn't even fit in my desk. Like, I was so embarrassed. All the kids were laughing at me. And so I couldn't even sit in my desk. I had to sit in the back where the bad kids would sit. And, yeah, like, to this day, I'm like, Mom, why would you make that costume for me?
Thanks, Amanda. I remember my dad, we were in Las Vegas. Like, I'm an adult. We're in Las Vegas, and I was looking at like a Caesar's Palace. We had those giant malls, the big mall. Yeah. There's like a jewelry store, and it's my mom, my dad, my sister, and I. And I'm going to look at a watch. And I'm like, hey, can I see this watch, please? And they bring out the watch. And then my dad's standing there, and there's like 10 people in the jewelry store. He lifts up his leg and rips one. And then walks out.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm just standing there. And I was like, thank you very much. Wanda, good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's
it's
up?
Wanda. Okay, so my mom has this thing, her and her wife, where she likes to take us when we turn 18 to this place in Arizona called the Castle Boutique. It's a adult store. And so, I'm 18.
White Castle?
No, the Castle Boutique. It's an adult store.
Oh, I thought you turn 18, you go to White Castle.
Right. It's a rite of passage.
Is that on Van Buren?
Yes, exactly. They all about practicing safe sex. So at 18, they take us to the castle. So we're at the castle. It's me, my mom, and her wife, and I think my brother was there. I'm not quite sure. But nonetheless, we're there for us to get stuff, not for them. But my mom is like, back then, she's like the craziest person ever. She likes to embarrass people. Still to this day, I'm 42, and she likes to embarrass us. But nonetheless, we're standing in an aisle, and we're looking like at the pickle-shaped adult toys. And so my mom decides to grab the biggest one she can find, and she turns to her wife, which is in the aisle across from us, and she starts waving it in the middle of the aisle. And she's like, hey, Mickey, babe, what do you think about this one? Is this one big enough? And Mickey just turns bright red, puts her head down, and just walks out of the castle.
Your mom's awesome.
I can't imagine my parents taking me to a sex shop when I'm 18 and saying, pick something out.
Oh, my goodness.
I'd be like, you know what? Why don't you guys leave?
I
don't want you to know what I'm into.
I just went to one of those stores with Kadim's mom, and it was an interesting
What did she buy?
I don't know. I didn't look. I didn't want it. No.
Did she buy the Nimbus 2000?
I don't know if she bought anything.
All right, Wanda. That's
you guys take it easy.
Your mom's a treat. I love her.
It's too bad Dutch is 18 already. I'll take my son in there. Hey, son, get whatever you want. Here, let me show you these.
Let me traumatize you for the rest of your life.
Oh, my God.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you want to get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.